If you're an entrepreneur, you felt it. That gut punch when the finances take a hit. But what if that crisis wasn't just a disaster? What if it was actually a coded message? Well, in this explainer, we're going to dive in and learn exactly how to decode those setbacks and turn them into your most valuable data. And it often looks, well, just like this, a sudden, totally unexpected impact. It's like a smashed headlight on your whole business plan. It just feels so sudden, so chaotic, and completely out of your control, right? This is the moment that really tests everything you've built. So that leads us to the big question. When something like this happens, is it game over? Is that it? Or could the wreckage itself be pointing you towards a new, maybe even a better route? We're about to explore how that one single shift in how you see it can change literally everything. Okay, but first things first. Let's not pretend this is easy. It's not. We've got to start by just acknowledging the harsh, jarring reality of what's happening. And this is where it starts to get interesting. This quote, straight from the source material, makes a really crucial distinction. It separates the event from the outcome. See, the initial hit, that might be totally out of your control, but where you end up, the final destination, that's still in your hands. And this shows you exactly why that control is so important. That unexpected smash on the left, it feels 10 times worse when your internal finances are already, well, precarious. Kind of like this shaky bridge over here. If money is already flying in and flying right back out, you've got zero shock absorbers. None. And let's be real for a second. For any founder, for any creator out there, this isn't just about spreadsheets and profit and loss statements, is it? No way. It's deeply personal. It feels like a direct hit on your worth, your intelligence, your entire vision. Okay, so we've acknowledged the pain. It's real. Now, let's get to the most powerful idea in this entire explainer. Seriously, this is the shift that changes everything. And it's this. Your blocks, they're actually diagnostics. This right here, this is the pivot. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me, we're going to start asking, what is this trying to tell me? What if the crash isn't actually the problem? What if it's just a symptom of something deeper? And this is the tool for that new mindset. The whole idea of unlocking something, it's not about just blasting through walls with brute force. Nah, it's about finding the right key. And that key, it's understanding the message hidden inside the obstacle. And here it is, the core message, loud and clear. According to the source material, your financial blocks exist for one simple reason. They're telling you you're steering off track. That's it. Think of it like a flashing warning light on your car's dashboard, not a completely dead engine. So let's just put a clear definition on this, shall we? A financial block, it is not a failure. It's a diagnostic signal. It's just data. All it's doing is telling you that something, your strategy, your mindset, maybe your day-to-day operations, is just a little misaligned with your goals. Okay, so once you can actually read these signals, you can start to take action. You can start building what we're going to call a financial fortress, one that's designed to withstand all those inevitable shocks and setbacks that you know are coming. All right, let's run a few diagnostics right now. You ready? First up, the denial block. Now, this isn't just, ignoring bad news. It's actively insisting reality is something it's not. So ask yourself, are you putting up a brave face for investors or even for yourself? Do you avoid looking at your bank account because you're terrified of what it's going to say? That fear, that's the signal. Next, we've got the perfection block. Oh man, this one is huge. The key thing to get here is that perfectionism isn't about having high standards. It's more like a high-interest loan you're taking out on your own success. It just causes expensive delays. So are you waiting for that perfect moment, the perfect feature, the perfect plan, all while your financial runway is getting shorter and shorter every single day? And finally, for this little diagnostic check-in, we have the unfulfilled block. This signal is basically telling you you're unhappy with your income, with your business, but you're just too scared to make a change. It's that emotional attachment to a path that just isn't working for you financially anymore. So it's sticking with what you know, actually costing you what you could become. So when you understand these blocks, it helps you build a strategy based on 3 totally connected pillars. You've got your financial mechanics, the hard numbers. Then there's the entrepreneurial mindset. That's all about busting those limiting beliefs like perfectionism. And finally, growth and operations, the actual systems that help you scale. And look, these are not separate things. A perfectionist mindset can literally freeze your cash flow mechanics solid. So, how do you actually build this fortress? Well, here are 3 simple but really powerful guardrails to get you started. 1. Monitor your capital velocity. That's just the speed that money flows in and out of your business. You do this to avoid that awful, precarious paycheck to paycheck state. 2. Practice radical transparency. You gotta be honest with your numbers to fight off denial. And 3. Treat every single setback like it's a diagnostic. Every time. Always be asking, what is this telling me? Now, when you have that fortress built on a really solid foundation of self-awareness and strong financial mechanics, that's when you earn the right to grow. That's when you can start unlocking your next phase. And step 1 to that growth is becoming the student. And listen, this isn't about admitting you're weak. It's actually a powerful, strategic move. It means finding a mentor, teaching yourself what you need to know, maybe hiring a financial advisor. You're actively filling in the knowledge gaps that your past setbacks so clearly pointed out. Next up, you build powerful partnerships. See, you don't have to know everything. And because you've built that fortress, you have the stability to choose your partners wisely, not out of desperation. A great strategic partner can bring in the exact experience you're missing, and that turns a solo struggle into a powerful alliance that just accelerates your growth. And this is where it gets really exciting. Once your fortress is totally secure, you can finally afford to become the rebel. Because you have that stable base, you can take smart, calculated risks. You can bust those limiting beliefs that are holding your whole industry back. You can become a true system buster who paves a brand new way forward. So let's bring it all back to where we started. That last financial hit, that smashed headlight. Just remember, it wasn't a stop sign. It was a GPS redirection. It was pushing you onto a new and maybe even a much better path. So the only real question left is, where are you going to steer your business next?